Come dream with me tonight. Hi, my name is Teddy Ruxpin. It's good to see you again. This story is about how my friend Grubby and I were on a journey to find a treasure. On the way, we had met Newton Gimmick and learned about his amazing airship. The airship seemed to be working. At least we thought so, until we discovered a new problem.
All right, and now that everything is working properly, let's check the map once more so that we can head in the right direction.
Gimmick, how do we make the airship head in the right direction?
That's a very interesting question, Teddy.
Well, you better remember the answer pretty quick, Gimmick, before we drift into that big tree over there.
I don't remember making a provision for moving in the
We're running into the tree! Look out!
Now what'll we do?
We could make the ship go up and down okay, but we couldn't steer it very well. In fact, we got stuck in a tree. Suddenly, we heard a tiny voice.
Just what are you doing in my tree?
Who said that?
I said that, and I'll say it again. Just what are you doing in my tree?
We discovered that the voice was coming from a tiny flying lady.
Hey, would you look at that? What is it?
I'm a wood sprite.
no, there is no such thing as a wood sprite.
Oh, no? And I suppose there's no such thing as a big bag of air stuck in my tree. But there it is, big as life.
She was a real wood sprite, no bigger than a bird, and very pretty.
Well, how about moving this Oh. Do you really think I'm pretty?
Oh, yes, I certainly do.
Oh, aren't you sweet? And who are you?
Well, I'm Teddy Ruxpin, and this is Grubby, and this is Newton Gimmick.
How do you do?
How do you do?
How do you do?
My name is Leota.
I'm pleased to meet you, and I'm sorry if we damaged your tree.
Oh, that's all right. Is there anything I can do to help?
Well, I'm not sure.
You do understand the simple basics of aerodynamics, don't you?
Leota showed us how to get down out of the tree. Then she gave us some ideas about steering the airship.
Now, in order for your airship to move in any given direction, you must apply a force in the opposite direction, such as this large, manually driven propeller. Then you will have to know something about the effect of wind and various aspects of navigation. It's very simple.
Well, it all sounded very confusing at first, but Leota had been flying all of her life and knew just what we should do to make the airship work. Everything's ready, Gimmick.
All right, release the tether lines.
Aye, aye, Gimmick.
Okay, Gimmick.
It's working.
All right.
It's working perfectly. Thank you, Leota.
Oh, you're welcome. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Leota. Goodbye.
Toodaloo.
Don't get stuck in any more trees. Bye.
Let's build a giant airship and sail into the sky. The airship flew just the way Gimmick had expected it to. We followed the treasure map that Grubby and I had brought with us from Melonia. But we were in for a big surprise. Gimmick, shouldn't we be getting close to the moss forest?
Yes, I think so. We made good time yesterday.
How far north is the moss forest?
It's a few hours on foot.
Aren't we going south?
But look, according to the map, we should be going south.
Then there must be something wrong with the map.
You know, the map does look a lot newer than it used to. And look, it says the treasure is buried in the Great Desert.
Then it has to be a phony map. The treasure is supposed to be in the treacherous mountains.
But who could have switched maps on us?
Tweed!
We we all felt foolish, that we had been following a phony map. We finally figured out how Tweeg must have switched the real map for a fake one. With the help of LB, that is.
Uh-oh. Hey, fellas, we're about out of fuel. We're gonna have to land.
All right, let's set her down. Maybe we can determine which direction to head in.
We ran out of the wood that we used for fuel in the airship, and we were forced to land in the great desert.
I don't think we're gonna find much wood around here, fellas.
I'm afraid you're right, Grubby. Oh.
Gimmick, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. I just tripped over this rock. Very interesting.
What's interesting, Gimmick?
Yes, I thought so. This isn't just a rock. It's coal.
You mean the kind of coal that burns?
Yes, and we can use it for fuel. If we can find more of it, that is.
Hey, there's lots more coal in this cave over here.
We started carrying the coal to the airship. After we had made several trips, we had almost enough coal, and it was starting to get dark.
This load should do it.
Gee, it's getting dark in this cave. Say, you don't suppose anything lives in here, do you?
No, I think that for a region as arid and hospitable as this desert to support any form of life as we know it would be virtually impossible.
Suddenly, we were surrounded by strange creatures. The creatures started pushing us into the cave and through tunnels. They led us to another large cave where one of the creatures seemed to be their king. He was wearing a crown, and he was very angry.
Put this one to work, and take the other two to the dungeon, and lock them up.
Pardon me, sir. What is it we've done? If it's the coal you're worried about, we'll be happy to pay you for it.
Get them out of here!
They took Grubby away and locked Gimmick and me up in a cell. Gimmick, why are those things so unreasonable?
I don't know, Teddy.
What kind of creatures are they?
I don't know that either.
They're Mudblups.
Huh?
We discovered that we were not alone in the cell. Oh, hello. My name is Teddy Ruxpin, and this is Newton Gimmick.
How do you do? My name is Prince Aaron.
Prince Aaron, the son of King Nogbert?
Yes.
Well, what are you doing here?
Well, my sister, Princess Eruzia, was kidnapped and taken from our land. I'd been searching for her when I was captured by these horrid Mudblups. They captured me with ease. I'm a failure and a coward.
Just because you couldn't fend off those brutes, the Mudblups, you called them, well, that doesn't make you a coward by any means.
It's true, Prince Aaron. You shouldn't blame yourself.
Well, all I know is I've been here for a long time. There's no telling what's happened to my sister by now.
Prince Aaron's story was very sad. No one knew who had taken his sister. We wished that there was something we could do to help, but how could we get out of the Mudblup dungeon? We had been in the cell for a long time, when a character wearing a long coat and a hat walked right through the dungeon. He was carrying some kind of device with a bright light. He aimed the light at us.
What's going on?
I don't know. Then the character with the coat turned around and shined the light on a Mudblup guard. The Mudblup held his eyes and screamed. What do you suppose that was all about?
I haven't a clue, my boy.
Maybe someday we would discover what that was all about. Then the Mudblup guard brought a large pot of some sort of food.
Hold up your face.
Thank you.
I wonder what this stuff is.
Smells awful.
Yes, the food here is awful. Although this tastes worse than usual.
As we were